Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Do you know what today is? Today is the day I come on and remind you to go download your free blanket pattern square if you want to. There's no pressure. This is a blanket square that Regourd has been doing. She's doing 52 of them for the year. I don't know this person, but God bless this woman. I'm telling you, that's a lot of work to go ahead and design, write up the patterns, create, etc., to release one a week for a solid year. And she has made the pattern free for 1 week. Every pattern ends up being free for that 1 week. And we are on square number 12. This one just got released. So that was released Monday, the 18th, and it is free. I'll read it to you. Throughout the year of 2024, 52 blanket square patterns will be shared, one every week. I tell you what, I look forward to these. I don't know if you do, but I look forward. And the funny thing is she'll have it to where she'll show it and it's available to purchase and to view like so many hours, maybe 8, 10, 12, I don't know, I didn't count them, hours before the free period comes in. So I mean, you know, I'm over here watching and stalking and stuff just to see when the next one pops up. I'm kind of geeky like that. So this one is free from Monday, the 18th of March, 2024 until 24 March, 2024 Paris time. Now, Paris time, if you're in the United States, big difference from the US time. So this says no coupon code is needed. The price is automatically adjusted in the checkout. And yeah, it's, you know, there's like a 6-8 hour difference or something like that. All I'm saying is if you want this particular blanket square, maybe don't wait until the 24th, right? Because your time zone might be different. You might miss it, but you can always buy it. You know, you don't have to get it for free. You can always buy it. But this is square number 12. Of course, I started it. I did. Wouldn't want to see it. Oh, there you go. So I am using this bright orange big twist, and I have it on my needle still, but isn't it cute? I got the little square. You can see all just the how it's puffing out. Let's get closer. You can see all that texture in there. I am having a blast. So I stopped a little sooner so you could see it because I'm about to the point where I really want to start squishing those stitches on my 4 double points or using my circulars, and I'll get to the circulars. Now you can't see it as well. So I got that. And I'm using the bright orange for this reason. Okay, so when I keep talking about doing the blankets and framing it, this is kind of what I'm referring to of doing a mix with adding some crochet, and those are my crocheted squares, along with those knitted squares that I'm doing weekly. So that's just 4 of them. I've got the orange ones. Also, I've got 2 of them that I have done for that, different squares. And I think that's gonna be fantastic. Now, I'm not saying that I wanna necessarily put these particular crocheted squares there, but that was the idea. I'm doing something along that line when I was referring to granny squares, obviously not the traditional granny squares, but something that just pops. And that was the question, do I go ahead and match up that orange, right, with those? And I have 2 orange ones done, different patterns of course, but I do have 2 of the orange ones, right? And then having that yellow and orange and brown as all of that for the framing. And I've got a 3rd orange one, the latest, the square number 12, on the needles right now. And I have enough yarn to make more. So maybe I do keep all of the outside squares the same color and then do something like that in between. So at least you get the idea of what I keep talking about and chattering about. That's what I'm referring to. I think that will be a lot of fun. You can let me know down below. I would greatly appreciate it. I absolutely love that lion square right there in the absolute center. All of those turned out really well. Obviously, everything still needs its ends woven in. And I'm still playing with how I want to go ahead and arrange all of these and having a lot of fun. Okay, so for the as you saw, obviously using that in there is that's what I had envisioned for the blanket, right? All those squares laid out. Right now I have 6 completed squares, the 2 orange and then the other ones, right? So I got 6 completed squares. I'm working on this one right here with for those that are new here, since I do have a lot of new subscribers, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, please take a moment and do subscribe. Here, I'll put on my little recording voice if you want, you know, the whole, yeah, anyway. So Joanne Big Twist right here. It is 380 yards, 6 ounces. It's a 100% acrylic. Great value for your money for making things along that line. It's $4.49 regular price, but it's Joanne and you want to get things on sale. That's just how that works. But that's what I'm doing for mine. Now you have an idea. All those squares in the center that I had for the blanket that I was showing, those were squares that I made for the Mystery Yarn Challenge. And well, I didn't make them for that, but that was the yarn I received in my Mystery Yarn Challenge. I'm going to end up putting those squares together, combining them with something else, so then I can send those blankets off to Camp Boggy Creek towards, well, at least August-ish time frame. They'll start collecting those again. Different YouTube content creators. Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too will be collecting them. Linan from Nina's Knots and Crochet, she does a lot of work with them. She's still working on blankets using those 5-inch squares. You know, different things along that line. So I'll continue to work on my blankets. I'll continue to make these big pillow squares and then figure out how to put them together. I'm kind of leaning towards, since they are so large, with the 4 that I make, you know, and that's why I'm making my 3rd one right now with that bright orange, and each skein makes 2. So I'll be probably the next one, I'll probably be doing the bright orange too. So then I'll have 4 of those, and then decide what type of a framing, what type of a squares. I don't think I'm going to use those squares that I showed, but I just wanted to see what it looked like as a representation with having the crocheted squares with the knit squares and kind of doing a little bit of both. And then I might do a crocheted shell or something along that line to frame the entire thing. I mean, I've got different crocheted books that have edging patterns. I've got lots of edging patterns right here, you know, that I could do for knit or crochet for that matter. But I think it would be, I really want to do the combination. So I think that might be interesting. I could also, whatever color I choose to, crochet, I mean, all the squares have the same stitches, right? So crochet around each one, you know, a single crochet around each one and everything. They're already square, but, you know, squaring it up with crochet and then doing whatever other type of addition that I want, because that'll make it easier to match up with the crochet stitches, you know, that chain or that single crochet edge, that'll be a little bit easier. But I'm really liking that idea. Let me know if that's crazy or not. I'll probably do at least 1 blanket that way. And then the others, who knows? But for the meantime, I am having an absolute blast making squares. I know it's crazy. That is crazy. Crazy talk, I tell you. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun with every week. I get so excited. I really do. I'm that kind of geek. I really do get excited of what's the next pattern that's going to come out. To me, it's very much like at Christmas time, I did the Arnie and Carlos Christmas stocking advent calendar, and it's the first time I've ever done something like that. And that one, you got a snippet of the pattern every day, all the way up until, I think it was finished on Christmas Eve. But you got, look, I hair in my mouth, hair. But you got that, and every day I would get up and I would work on that. Well, it wasn't every day in the morning, because by the time it was released in my time frame, it was more towards the evening, you know, and I had a lot of fun with that. And I found that I looked forward to it, and I was having my own little guessing games on what was next. And I'm kind of doing the same thing right now. So this is exciting to me. So it's a year long that I get to kind of think about what's going through her mind as a creator, an artisan, and making these squares, and just, you know, which one do I like the best? You know, well, inevitably, don't we all gravitate towards one more than the other if you're giving a bunch of choices? You know, so it's kind of a fun thing to see, oh, how much do I like that one? I'm not too crazy about this, or I really love that. That's normal. So join me. Let me know if you've made any of the squares or if you're just collecting them, because you know, pattern collecting is its own craft. It's a thing. It really is. And you never know if you want to make one later. Go ahead, collect it. It's okay. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.